previous class we have studied about primary data, secondary data and the range of the data. Now in the present class we can discuss about the different types of data. That is, here see marks scored by Bunny, a student of 10th class, in 6 subjects are given like this. That is 15, 17, 12, 8, 14 and 12 marks. Just we collected this 6 subjects marks of a student here. This is called as raw data, or it is also called as ungrouped data. Raw data, or it is also called as ungrouped data. Apart from this ungrouped data, there is another data that is called grouped data. What is grouped data means? After collecting the data from data, we need to divide them into some classes. Example, in a class we conducted exam for 50 marks. Then 0 to 10 marks got by how many students? That is maybe 5 students. 10 to 20 by 7 students. 20 to 30 means these 7 students got the marks in between 10 to 20. Not 10, not 20. Maybe in between 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 6, 30 to 40, 5 and 40 to 50, 3 students. This is called as group data. Group data means there will be some class intervals. In each and every class interval, how many students are there given? That is called as frequency. This is frequency, this is class interval. This type of data is called as group data. Generally, data are 2 types. One is ungrouped data and grouped data. In this grouped data, we have taken some classes here. If you observe this, 0 to 10. Here 0 is called as lower limit. Lower limit. And 10 is called as upper limit. These are called limits. 0 is lower limit and 10 is upper limit. Similarly, in the next class, 10 to 20, 10 is lower limit, 20 is called as upper limit. Similarly, in the remaining classes also, the starting value is called as lower limit and the ending value is called as upper limit. Once again, observe this. Here first class is 0 to 10. Next class is also started from 10. It is ended by 10. Again started by next class also by 10. 10 to 20, again 20 to 30, 30 to 40. Here, no value is missing here. All the values are continued. 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30. In some types, 0 to, we can take 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50. We can take class intervals like this also. If you observe here, the upper limit of the first class is 10, whereas the lower limit of the next class is 11. Here 10 ended with 10. Next class started with 11. That means the 10.5, 10.4, 10.3, some values are missing here. And here, if you observe in this class intervals, here 10. A student got 10 marks. There is a doubt where to record, whether in the first class or second class. If you come here, a student got 10 marks means he will be given chance in the first class. 11 means in this class. That is the main difference between these two class intervals. They are called as, here 10 is not included because it is continued. It is it is given in the first class and the second class. That's why we need to take any one place only. That is, we should not take here. You need to take here up to 0 to 9. Here 10 to 19. This 10 is not belongs to the class. That's why it is called as exclusive class intervals. Exclusive class intervals. The last value is excluded, not belongs to the class. That's why these are called exclusive class intervals. If you see in these class intervals, 1 to 10, 1 and 10 both are belongs to the same class interval. Because there is no 10 in the next class. That's why 10 must be here only. That means both are inclusive. That's why these type of class intervals are called as inclusive class intervals. When you take grouped data, there are two types. we can take two types of class intervals. There one is inclusive class intervals, another one is exclusive class intervals. Inclusive class intervals means both the values upper limit, lower limit belongs to the class, whereas exclusive means lower limit belongs to the class, whereas upper limit does not belong to the class. This is the main difference between inclusive and exclusive. While preparing the group data, we can take either exclusive class intervals or inclusive class intervals. There is no difference at all, no problem at all. Either you take this or this, you will get the correct answers only. Next, let us move to the next topic, that is we discussed in the previous classes about central tendencies. Central tendencies. Central tendencies are three types. Number one is mean, second one is median, and third one is mode. Mean, median, mode. Already we studied all this in 8th class and 9th class. Here, mean can be calculated for ungrouped data and grouped data. Similarly, median, similarly, mode also. We can find out mean, median, mode of ungrouped data, grouped data. That's why let us take up mean first of all. Among these three central tendencies, let us discuss about mean. Here, marks scored by only in 6 subjects are like this we have taken. For this data, let us find out the mean. Mean is nothing but average. Mean is nothing but average. How can we find the mean of ungrouped data? Means the formula is sum of all observations. Here, observations in sense, in this case we can take marks as observations and number of observations. Let us do sum of all these observations. What are they? 15 plus 17 plus 12 plus 8 plus 14 plus 12. And how many other observations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the number of observations is 6. By adding all these, 32, 44, 52, 66, 78. Total sum of 6 subjects is 78 divided by 6. If you cancel it, 6 tables, 6 1 to 6. 1 remaining, 18, 6 3 is 18. What is the mean of the mean marks got by him? That is 13 marks. He got, in each and every subject, he got an average 13 marks. Telugu 13, Hindi, English, Math, Science, Social. In each and every subject, he got average how many marks? 13 marks. Not 13 equal. In a subject got more, in a subject got less. On average, he got how many marks in all 6 subjects? Means 13. This is the method of finding the mean of ungrouped data. Similarly, ungrouped data means like this. If the grouped data is given, here weights of some students is given. How many students are there also given? Weights. What is the weight means? 30 kgs, 32 kgs, 33 kgs, 35, 37 and 41. These are the weights. 6 different types of weights are taken into the consideration. And 30 kgs. How many students are there of 30 kgs? Means 5. 32 kg students are 9. 33 kgs 15. 35 kgs 6. 37 kgs 3. 41 kgs 2. Means number of students. 2 students each and every student weight is 41. 3 students are there. Those 3 each and every student weight is 37. This is the grouped data given. We need to find out the mean. Let us take these weights as xi and number of students means frequency. Let us take it as f. Total how many students are there? 5, 9, 14, 29, 35, 40. Total number of students here how many means 40 students are there. That is n is equals to 40. To find out the mean here, formula, generally ungrouped data formula is sum of observations by number of observations. Sum of observations by number of observations. Here 40 students weights will be added in the numerator, divided by how many students are there? 40. But the individual weights are not given. Here 5 students, each and every student weight is given 30. Means 5 students, each and every student 30 means 35 are 150 kgs. It is the weight of 5 students. Next, 32 into 9. 9 to the 18, 9 to 27 plus 1, 28, 288. 15 into 33, 495. 6 into 35. 6 5 is 30, 6 3 is 18, 3 21, 210. 3 7 is 21. 2 3 is 9 plus 2 11, 111. 2 into 41, yeah, 82. These are the weights of 5 students weight 150, 9 student weight 288. Like that, we have calculated all 40 students weights here. Let us add them. This is what fi into xi. Let us add all this. 8, 5, 13, 14, 16, 9, 10, 11, 20, 28, 33, 4, 6, 10, 12, 13. Now here from this data, sum of weights of 40 students got how much? That is 1336 kgs. And number of students how many are there? Number of students how many? 40 are there. To find out the mean, let us write the formula. Sum of all observations here, fi xi. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 6 classes, fx will be added. That is summation of fi xi by summation of fi. That is 1336 by 40. Let us divide it 4 table. 4 3 is 12, 1 carry, 1 remaining, 13, 4 3 is 12, 16, 4 4 is divided by 10 is there, that's why we can put point after 1 digit. The mean weight of the students. There are 40 students and average each and every student weight is 33.4 kgs. This is the method to find out the mean of group data. What is the formula here? Mean of group data formula is summation fi xi by summation fi. Whereas f denotes the number of students of the class, x denotes class marks. This first class marks means weights here. First class weight is 30. How many students are there? 5. This is f, this is x. By multiplying we will get fx. By adding all this we will get the sum of the weights of all the students divided by total students. We will get the mean of the 40 students, that is 33.4 kgs. This is called as direct method. In finding the mean of group data, the first method is called direct method, and direct method formula is, now let us write it, mean. It is denoted by x bar, already we know in the 9th class. That is summation of fi xi by summation of f.